Hey everybody, and welcome to Playtendo Guy Goes Live with our special guest of the week, Meg's Movies. Hey Meg. And I've also brought some special guests along. Well, I did bring some special guests along. We have got Sophie and Jason.
Hiya.
Hello.
And we did have Ryan, but he disappeared. So that's good. Brilliant. Anyway, so how are everybody doing?
Yeah,
Doing good.
Yeah, what have you been up to today? Not a lot?
Nah.
Been super lazy today.
Yeah.
Have you been watching any films? What was the last film you watched?
Last film I watched was Venom: Let There Be Carnage.
Ooh. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it, I must admit.
Oh, that's good. I've heard a lot of mixed things. I haven't seen it yet, but I didn't mind the first one.
That when I went to the cinema, I heard mixed things about it. I wasn't sure about it, but after watching it, I was like, I enjoyed it.
I didn't like the first one.
You didn't like the first one? No, the humour was very odd in the first film.
Yeah, I find the humour is the big contention thing I have with the first Venom, and it feels like they tripled down in this new one, which kind of puts me off immediately.
That's fair.
Yeah. It isn't very long either. It's only like 90 minutes.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Yeah. So what about you, Soph and Jason? What was the last film you watched?
Halloween Kills.
Halloween Kills, yeah.
Yeah. Not the biggest fans?
No.
Mixed feelings.
Well, I've kind of got more of a solidified opinion on it than Soph has, but I'd say it's probably the most disappointing film of the year for me.
Yeah.
I won't say more than that because I don't want Meg to have a coloured opinion when she watches music.
No.
I'd say still sort of worth a what if you go into Halloween films just to see absolutely just gory carnage, then I think you might enjoy it.
Yeah, in this film definitely. Yeah.
But on a story basis, it really falls flat.
Because it picked up, didn't it, and then just go really flat again.
Yeah.
I just didn't like that.
But anyway, we won't say any more than that. But yeah.
No, spoilers.
Yeah. As for me, the last film I watched was Dune. I actually really quite enjoyed it. It was quite long, but the story was good, and we are getting a second one. It has been confirmed now, so I'm looking forward to that one.
Apparently Zendaya wasn't in it for very long. She was only in it.
No, she was only the opening few minutes and the final few minutes, about 10-15 minutes. So that was a little bit disappointing, but at least she was in it, I suppose.
Yes, we know you like Zendaya.
So
okay, and that's enough.
So with this Dune, is it a straight up remake of the 80s movie?
I think so. I think it's more of no, it isn't, because the 80s movie was quite heavily chopped to actually make a shorter film. This one's basically trying to get the full novel and trying to do it justice, because there's never really been a proper good adaptation of Dune.
Okay, I'm only asking because you said there's going to be a part 2, which
yeah, because they only done half the book.
They've cut the story in half or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they only done half the book.
Oh, okay. I do plan to see that at some point. Maybe this week or the weekend or something. It's on my list anyway.
Yeah, it'll look amazing in the cinema. It's a really nice looking film. But yeah, moving straight on to the comments, we do have Sally's card collection again, and she said, "Hello, you lovely lot. How are you doing? Not doing too badly."
Good.
Yeah, all good.
What is your favourite Bob Hoskins film?
Spinning.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? He's great in that.
Yeah, that's the only film I can really think of.
He's in Hook. He's Smee in Hook. How can you forget that?
Yeah.
I like Hook.
After the rewatch of Hook,
me and Sophie watched it recently, and it's not very good on the rewatch.
No.
Is it not?
There's a lot. I found there's a lot of the kind of montage Lost Boys parts really bogged the film down pacing wise.
See, I haven't watched it in ages, and I picked it up on 4K, I think. Yeah. I still haven't had a chance to watch it again yet.
We just tore that film apart.
We destroyed it with logic, which I guess we should do with Peter Pan. Story.
Like, I love Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've got a Peter Pan tattoo, but that just no.
Yeah. What else? He's in, obviously Super Mario Brothers. He was
Drunk
notorious
the entire time.
Yeah, drinking whiskey for the duration.
I've not seen that.
A film that I could put on and actually enjoy it, regardless of how bad it is. It's one of those, so bad they're kind of entertaining.
I can only think of like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's like his main film.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
He was in The Long Good Friday, weren't he? But I haven't seen that yet. And I think he was in a couple of other like gangster films. But I'd probably say Who Framed Roger Rabbit because that's like the only real big title I know him from.
Yeah, it's only like and obviously the Footprints and things.
Yeah, I couldn't pick a favourite.
No. What about you, Megs?
It'd have to be Hook or Who Framed Roger Rabbit because, to be honest, I don't really know much else he's been in.
Nor have I. But let's skip on from Sally's and her never-ending questions. We have got Walk On Always Believe here. Watch you guys. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, mate. Thanks for giving me the message on Instagram.
Yeah, me too. You're a really nice person. Thank you.
Yeah, he is. Right.
Do.
What are you going to snack on when watching a flick? Ooh, that's a good question.
I think for me, it depends on setting. If I'm at home, it's usually like
Everything in sight for me.
it's usually like something like savoury snacks or something like crisps or something.
Oh, I know, but like Ritz crackers and something.
Oh, Ritz crackers! Don't talk about Ritz crackers. I can demolish a box right now.
We've got some chocolate later.
I think it all depends on the setting. At home, I'd eat more like savoury snacks and stuff like that.
More noisy food.
But in the cinema, it's always got to be popcorn in the cinema. It can't be anything else.
Oh yeah, I couldn't agree more with that one. It has to be cinema popcorn.
I've never really been a big fan of popcorn. But for me, I'll probably say, wow, eating a Kinder Bueno and a packet of crisps.
Sometimes I cook myself a pizza, but it kind of depends.
If you're at home.
Yeah. Obviously not in the cinema. I'll just take my pizza.
Can you imagine? That'd be amazing.
Hey, you're back. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. My laptop decided to spaz out and literally restarted itself. So I had to wait 5 minutes to get along.
At least you're here now. That's the main thing.
Looks like it.
Adding to this question, I did buy a hot dog at a cinema, and it felt so wrong that I've never done it again.
It's fair enough.
Put it like nachos at a cinema because they're going to be really noisy.
Yeah.
They'll probably taste like you'll be that annoying.
I've always wanted to do, Scary Movie. Have you guys seen Scary Movie?
Yeah.
Nope.
Scary Movie hilarious.
There's a scene in that where a black girl is taking a fried chicken into the cinema and she's well noisy.
Oh my god, yes.
I've always wanted to buy a KFC and take it to the cinema. Because it'd be amazing.
I'll just pretend I'm not with you.
You can do that anyway, love.
You make me sound really horrible.
Sophie's lovely, everyone. She's lovely.
I'll pay you later.
She pays me for good reviews.
Okay,
moving on. What about you, Ryan?
What, me? Well, I don't eat in the cinema anymore because I'm on a diet. Yeah, because I can't eat like all these like snacks and everything now. I can only eat them one day a week.
But if you could, what sort of food would you have if it was on your cheat day?
What, me?
I'll play that one.
Easy. Go probably the old-fashioned Haribo Star Mix.
Ooh.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Nice. We've got Edward here. Evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hey, Edward. Hope you're doing well, mate.
Yo.
We have Media Collector Madness here as well. Hi, everyone. Hope you're all good and well. Yep. Thanks for joining, mate. Ooh. Edward says, what is your favourite version of Candyman? So, like, what's your favourite Candyman film? I've only ever seen the first one. I really enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, I've only ever seen the original. I did want to see the remake sequel that just came out this year, but I never got the chance to because my local cinema doesn't show many mainstream films, so it's very difficult. So
yeah, same with mine. They don't show. They've never shown Candyman.
They didn't
It's
show it.
very
Mine's
odd.
really gutted. I didn't get to see that, so I'm waiting for it to come on Prime so I can rent it.
You're right.
Yeah, I think it's coming out on Blu-ray next week. Next month. Yeah, it's coming out very shortly, so it's
I
not
will
long
be
to wait.
pre-ordering that then.
I really like the original. It's cheesy, but it's good cheesy. What?
Like the OG will probably always be the best because, like, due to like the whole like storyline of Tony Todd's character as Candyman, and it's built up so well. It knows like where it needs to be, and it all connects together all at the end, and that's what's brilliant about it. It's still a mad. The ending is still mad.
We'll see.
Still mad.
Yeah, because there was like Farewell to the Flesh, the second one, and there was also a third one, but I've never seen them. But the new one does look quite good.
I've
seen the Candyman 2021. It's as good of a sequel as you could really hope for. Especially a sequel that's meant to take place like how long it's been, like 30 odd years later. It's really good. It ties back to the original in a good way. And it expands on the lore in a very interesting way. So I had a really good time with it. It's probably one of the best looking film in terms of cinematography that's come out this year.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it uses mirror reflections really creatively. So I'd recommend checking it out if you can, like as soon as you can. 'Cause it's really good.
I'm up for watching it.
Oh, definitely will do. Is it very similar in tone to the original?
It's very similar. Yeah, it's very similar in terms of its beats and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just it's quite a logical next step in terms of the legend that is Candyman and how it kind of spreads and stuff like that. It's really good.
Ooh. Look forward to watching that one then.
It's really good.
Next up, we've got Paul Tams here. Hey, Paul. Hope you're doing well.
Hey, Paul.
What's happening, guys and gals? What's your plans for over the Halloween weekend?
Working.
Oh, no.
Oh, dude, what? Me and Pete already got ours for the Sunday night sorted.
Yep. Yeah, me and Ryan's doing a Doctor Who, isn't it? I thought it was a Doctor Who stream.
We're not doing a stream. We're doing a video for Channel Who.
Okay.
Yeah. It's called What the Flux Was That?
I've kind of planned for myself. I've got this box set, this Halloween box set. It's Halloween 1 through to Resurrection, and I've said to myself, for Halloween, I'm just going to do a marathon to watch them back to back, because there's a good chunk in the middle that I've not seen of those films, so that'd be interesting.
Oh, that's good. I know I've got the Nightmare on Elm Street box set. Never seen a single film in the series, so I might try and watch them this week.
You should. They're really good. Well, some of them are really good.
I've got like the original remake.
I'm going to be contrarian. People always lose their shit when I say this, but I really like Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, The Dream Child. I think it's a lot of fun. And people hate that movie for some reason.
Yeah, but films are subjective. You like what you like.
It's been years since I've seen that.
Isn't Johnny Depp in the first Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah, he is.
That's why I bought it. Because I collect all Johnny Depp's films.
He's in the first one, and he shows back up in Freddy's Dead.
Ooh. I'm going to see if I can get them all watched this week.
Because I keep noticing your poster.
I mean, Freddy's Dead is not really worth watching, so. Freddy's Dead is fucking awful.
So I've just got a drinks coaster with that disc then. It's that bad?
I mean, watch it if you want, but I wouldn't say it's imperative viewing.
No.
I'll probably watch it and say, you're right, Jason, it was awful. So what are your favourites then?
It'll get big heads.
tell
what about
the
you?
light in that room is, this room is awful.
Yeah, it's pretty dark, isn't it?
What about you, Megs? What is your favourite Nightmare on Elm Street films?
The first one and part 3.
Yeah,
Which
part
is
three
your
my
least favourite? What is your least favourite?
Least favourite,
Yeah.
Freddy's Dead and the remake.
Right.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a
The
remake.
remake
so
was-
that's terrible.
The
I've
problem
heard
with
the remake is bad, yeah.
The problem with the remake is that they've taken the ideas of the original, but they've made it. They try to go really edgy and dark with it. But
Yeah.
doing so is taking the soul out of the film, and it's all the acting's wooden.
Oh yeah.
It's just shit. Like for a film that is meant to scare you to stay awake, I fell asleep.
So did I.
It's
Yeah,
basically,
well, I watched it when I was a kid.
the worst a film could be, which is boring. It was boring to me.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're right what you're saying, because a bad film can still kind of be entertaining, but if a film's boring, there's no joy in it.
Mhm.
Like we watched that Guest House Party. It's a bad film, but it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Mm.
Aye.
Paul says, oh, and what one movie this year you may have had a change of heart on? Mine is 100% Malignant. Hated it first time, now after 3 watches, I love it. Weird how that happens. Ooh.
Oh, I'm taking the film.
I've only watched most of the films once this year, so I can't really answer that one because I haven't really watched them on repeat at the moment. But I'm
Yeah.
planning to do that next month, so
Hmm.
No. I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I can't think of anything I've watched multiple times. That I've seen Malignant. Malignant's my favorite film of the year,
It's incredible.
and I've seen it twice. It still is my favorite film of the year. I can't think of any other film that I've seen multiple times that I could really say, "Oh yeah, I can't change my mind on that one."
Yeah, I'm
Usually,
saying
like-
I've only watched one.
It's usually like later down the road I might change. A couple of years down the line I might go, "Oh, actually, this film's not too bad," or stuff like that.
Mm.
Oh, I'm cold.
I can't really
Well-
think of any.
Because I'm going through the Spider-Man movies again, I'm going to be revisiting Spider-Man 3, which I'm not looking forward for, because it's crap. It is. It's crap.
I've just
Well,
thought.
Then I'm dreading when it comes to Amazing Spider-Man 2. So,
Yeah, that
See
one's
that?
bad.
well, it is.
Let's scoot forward.
What do they do? Even though that version of Electros in the comics, it's one of the worst Electros I ever seen on screen. So literally, that film shouldn't have been made unless they should have just fixed the entire whole mentality of film.
I've just thought of a film. We were talking about Hook.
Yeah, but I think Paul his question means the film that's come out this year.
Oh, okay.
I've only seen films aside from Malignant only once. There's some of the newer films this year.
I can't think of anything.
The only film I've rewatched this year, and liked it, but now love it even more, is the original Halloween. When I first watched it, I was, this is good, but now I've watched it again, I really like it, but
I need to
nothing
give
from
it a
this year.
After the 2018 one, I can appreciate Halloween a lot more.
That's how I felt.
Yeah,
Right.
if we're gonna do a blanket thing with this and just say any film, doesn't matter what year it come out in terms of changing our opinion. Halloween 2018 is one where I went and saw it in the cinema. I liked it, thought it was decent. I didn't love it, but me and Sophie watched it a couple of nights ago, and I actually really, really loved it this time around.
It was my first time watching it. I loved it.
Yeah, it's a really good film. Right. Next up, we have Lydia here. Hey, everyone. Hey,
Yeah.
Lydia. Hi. Media Collector Madness says, did you see the trailers from the DC fandom? Was there anything that interested you? I'm liking Shazam 2 and Black Adam.
2 words: the Batman. Holy shit! That
Obviously.
trailer.
yeah, Batman looks good.
Oh,
Yep.
My reaction when we was watching
yeah,
it.
yeah. I tell you, right, people use the word "that was fire" a lot, but the Batman trailer was fucking fire, guys. Like, holy
I
shit.
was well
Yeah, that was really good.
So pumped for that film.
Yeah.
You're going to see a different side to him. Hopefully he'll shake off the whole Twilight thing.
I think he's already done that, though. He's been in a lot of films where he's really good. Like, you know.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen much of him in,
he's a
but
really good actor. He just keeps getting remembered for Twilight, but he's done a lot of good stuff. He's done The Lighthouse. A lot of people like that and all.
Yep.
Shame on you for not seeing Harry Potter.
Just get over it.
What about you, Ryan?
Well, I thought DC fandom was a bit disappointing because like half the announcements were rubbish. Well, it might be because they were rubbish. Because I just felt like they didn't really show that much footage of films that are coming out next year. That they literally just finished filming, like Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods. It's just all behind the scenes stuff, really. And that's not coming out till 2023.
Really?
And Aquaman 2, just behind the scenes. I just felt like that was a bit rubbish. Black Adam looks phenomenal. I'm looking forward for that. Dwayne Johnson's going to do an absolute great job because I can tell he is Black Adam. That can literally just tell, like, from the whole costume, and literally just takes out all of these, like, you know, I'm just trying to think. What was it in that trailer? Like all the people that are doing the investigating of Black Adam, and I'm just looking forward how they're going to introduce the Justice Society of America. So looking forward.
What about you, Megs?
I would agree with the Media Collector Madness, Shazam 2 and Black Adam, but mainly Black Adam more than Shazam 2, because I think I couldn't agree more. Dwayne's going to do a very good job on that.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that film. It looks like it's going to be really good. Also, the Peacemaker TV series looks really quite fun. I'm not a big fan of what's his name?
John Cena.
John Cena.
It's John Cena.
I was a big fan of him in Suicide Squad. I thought he was fantastic in that.
I still not watch that.
He's pulled it off.
Yeah.
Absolutely pulled it off.
I watched a little clip of Peacemaker. My cousin sent me a little clip of it, and it's like he goes into like a cafe, a diner with a bunch of the team, and they're all just taking the piss out of his outfit. The humor's on point, so I think it's going to be a really, really funny show. So I'm looking forward to it.
I think James Gunn writes it, don't he?
Yeah, he does, and he directs like I think 5 episodes.
Wow, should be pretty good then.
Yeah, so it's very James Gunn. Like what I saw from it. But there's also a TV show I also recommend. It's called Doom Patrol. It's about like these, it's basically about these like outcasts who were like basically like formed together. Basically think they were formed together. Well, basically they were created, but like by this guy called I'm gonna say Niles Calder. And they found out hey guy's missing, and it's up to these misfits to try and discover where Niles Calder went. It's basically it builds up so well, and it's actually like one of the weirdest shows I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, the clip you showed me, Ryan, was really weird.
It is. It's proper DC.
It looks good though.
See, it's DC up to the max. And the best thing is, there's a character called Robot Man, and that is voiced by Brendan Fraser.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right,
Isn't the TV series like 18 plus? Because I did see one in HMV.
Yeah, that's what the best thing is. This is why DC just does it much better. That's like more mature audience. Like
It's not the one with the giant sausage. Is that the program?
That's the boys.
Man. Oh man, that's.
I get confused.
That's love sausage, that man.
Oh, have you seen that clip? I wanted to show you. It's so funny.
Oh, the boy. Oh. Yeah, I also recommend The Boys as well. That's really good. Really good Amazon show.
Carl Urban's brilliant.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Preacher.
Still need to watch the rest of it. I still I'm looking forward for season 3. That's the one thing I'm looking forward for.
Another trailer from DC fandom I like. Well, it isn't a film. It's the Suicide Squad game. That looks like it's going to be a lot of fun next year. But yeah. Lydia says, "Sorry I'm late, but I made it." At least you're here, Lydia. Thanks for joining.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I know you got your kids. That's my best friend, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Walk On Always Believe says, "I like organics. They're soft oaty crumbly bars, 6 a pack, 2 packs, £1 in Heron, and sweet microwave popcorn, 4 for £1 in Heron as well. I'm not sponsored by Heron, but haha, they're healthy and delicious."
I've heard it's actually really good. Like you can pick up some really good. It's a bit like a farm foods, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, we've got one here. They call it Heron Foods for some reason. People do here.
I'm not surprised where you live, Pete.
I was reading that comment for a minute and was like, "We're a movie stream, not food stream."
No, but it's all about like.
What he has.
Yeah, snacks.
Snacksy, watching film.
Yeah, I think I know what he means by the popcorn. Yeah, they do like 4 for £1 in Heron.
I actually don't mind the like for popcorn. We had to shake it. We had to sometimes get him to the bottom.
Joey, we forgot to get a Lion Bar ice cream from Farm Food.
Oh, now you said that, I really want one. I said I don't eat much, but all I've done since being here is just eat.
Yeah, she goes, "I don't eat much." And all I've seen her do is stuff her face for the last 4 days.
It's because I'm surrounded by like snacks. I was like, "Oh, a bit of that, bit of that." Chocolate cake for breakfast.
Yeah, that was a thing, by the way, guys.
I was like, I'm 26 years old. If I want cake for breakfast, I fucking well will.
I have cake for breakfast some mornings. I had Victoria Sponge the other day.
Oh, is there any more of that in the fridge? Oh, yeah, I'll chuck some of
I
that.
did that one if I'm like the normal person, yeah, at least I eat cereal, which is like absolutely normal.
No, I have cereal like at night. I have it the wrong way round.
Yeah, but your eating patterns are really confusing.
I know.
We was up, right? We was up about to watch something on TV. We was up at midnight making super noodles because she was hungry.
We watched it. That was when we were watching Halloween 2018.
Yes, yeah.
I was like, "Oh, I've got 2 packets of super noodles. I'm really hungry." And then we just sitting in bed eating.
So yeah, add that to the list. Yeah, what do we eat when we watch a film? Super noodles, apparently.
Barbecue. If there's anyone who wants to sponsor me with barbecue super noodles, go ahead.
Oh, I'll tell you what, another thing I like. Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Oh, they're nice.
Ooh.
Expensive, I think, though. I always find that they're like £5, £6.
You know that
but
I ordered from? They had the offer for like 2 for £11.
Still a lot of money.
I was like,
But Heron Foods does them
like an
quite
ice cream
cheap. They're
cone,
only
right?
like £2 a tub. They are at Heron's, so they're not too bad
Yeah.
from there.
sometimes they do like
Yeah, it
2
just depends what they got,
like
really.
£3 or £4.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a Heron store down here. Oh, yeah.
No, we don't have one here.
I don't know where the nearest one is.
They're all over where I am.
Yeah, same here. I can't believe we're talking about Heron Foods.
I'll Google it.
Where's your nearest Heron Foods?
Yeah. You can always rely on me to Google something.
Yep.
Shit. You always can rely on Google to find it for you as well.
Mm. Let's see. Right.
Nice.
Edward says, "I have to say it, but I love the 2010 remake. It was okay, but not as good as the original. Is this Nightmare on Elm Street?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm glad you liked it, but I really didn't.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Seriously, that film deserves to be on a compost heap.
Why? What the thing is that rewatching that film, it kind of they go deeper into the lore of Freddy Krueger, and they kind of ruin his character. I know he's meant to be the antagonist, and he's like killing children and whatnot, but when they kind of make him be a paedophile, that's when it kind of gets a bit uncomfortable to watch. Yeah,
Yeah.
What?
you know, they kind of ruin his character in that sense.
Yeah, he did. That's
You
what
know,
they did.
because you go from the original films, you go from like, you know, he's been kind of this quite likable antagonist. You're there for Freddy Krueger. To the remake, making him become the most unlikable of unlikable people. It kind of made it a bit uncomfortable.
Okay, I'll probably skip that one then.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll
I mean,
probably
look,
skip
if you
that one.
like it, that's cool, man. Like, I'm not trying to discourage anyone from liking what they like.
That's like me in the 2016 Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I've not seen it though.
It
I think
doesn't
that's
feel like a Ghostbusters film, but
Right.
it's entertaining.
Fair enough.
I know you're not keen on it, Ryan, are you?
Oh, don't get me started with that film, so I know I'm just going to end up going into a rant.
Yeah, please don't get him started, Pete. Thanks.
It's like, see, I think I prefer Freddy versus Jason, like, over the remake.
Yeah, 'cause
Like,
you've got
seriously?
the poster, haven't
Mm.
I would show it, but I don't think I'll get it all on screen. Oh, that's what she said.
you?
Oh,
Oh, well.
Oh, I was going to bring the laptop over, but
yeah,
What's he showing us?
he's got like a Freddy
Oh
vs.
wow!
poster.
Wow, that's a big one.
Shout out to Robert Fitzpatrick.
Wow.
He gave me this as a subscriber mount.
He's pretty cool, isn't it?
It's pretty fucking epic. I just got no room to put it anywhere yet, so it's
It
just
looks
like,
massive compared to actually you're fucking tiny,
no,
but
no, I'm small. I'm small,
he's a very small man, bless him.
I'm glad you said that. Not boy. I'm glad. Well done, love.
There you go.
Oh,
Barely on camera. Eh? That's actually a better there because we're both actually a bit more closer.
yeah, we've got John from Mondo Chellebeck here. Hey everyone, I'm sure my boss times my shifts around these shifts. Yeah, around these stream shows. So yeah, thanks for watching, John. I know you'll be watching like on the replays.
Yeah.
Yeah, he messaged me to say he'd be watching.
Yeah.
Mm.
We have Tariq from Lockdown Stash here. What's good,
Tariq.
people? Hey mate, thanks for joining.
man.
Hello.
We have Dangerous Chris here. Hi everyone. What's everyone's
love that name.
opinion? What's everyone's opinion on? I am not even going to pronounce that. An Urban Legends. I haven't seen
I
an.
think that's I know what you did
Icarus.
last summer.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
was going to say, is that Welsh or something? I got well
that's
confused.
what I thought.
I have both the 8A film sets. They're really nice sets. I've only seen the first two. I've only seen the first film out of both sets. So Urban Legends is actually pretty decent. And I think I Know What We Did Last Summer is pretty decent. I can't really comment on their sequels though.
All I know of that film is in Scary Movie. That's like me never seeing Scream. I've only ever seen Scary Movie.
That's really bad. Like the thing is, how can you get the jokes if you haven't seen those films? You can't get the jokes. If You've
No.
not seen the films.
Mhm.
Anyway, I recommend those sets though. They're really nice sets. Actually, I'm gonna get them. One here.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, them sets are quite nice. They come in a hard box,
They are
don't
nice.
Oh, yeah.
Really good sets. I don't think you can see it. The lighting in my room is shit, but
Oh
it's the
wow!
Urban Legends
they?
one.
They're good.
Ooh.
I actually never watched Urban Legend.
I've never seen it.
I actually was
Me
lucky.
either.
I got this for nothing because it didn't arrive on the Amazon Prime date that Amazon promised. It was late, so they assumed it was lost in the post. Refunded my money, and then 2 days later it arrived.
Okay.
Wow, that's
So
brilliant.
Very happy about that. And it's I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, nice.
They've got this really nice sheen to it, but I don't think I can capture it on camera. Kind of like it's like a
Oh, you
like
did
a
just then.
like a matte
Yeah.
kind of, but the actual
yeah.
artwork kind of like lights up in the light, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
Yeah, they're really nice sets. And they've got an Anaconda set coming out in January.
Is that another label?
Huh?
Yeah. What is Anaconda?
Anaconda is a film series.
Oh.
Yeah, they got the Anaconda film series coming out that basically match this.
Ooh.
So it's kind of matching the art style of these box sets. So I've got that on pre-order as well. But
thought you
I
meant, like,
recommend
a
these.
snake.
They're really nice. I don't know whether you can get them. I think they're out of print now, but
Yeah, because they re-released them in slim cases now.
yeah. If you
Yeah,
can
because I
find
think
these-
I've got the slim case version of the I Know What You Did Last Summer one.
Yeah.
They're nice though. I recommend them.
The artwork's really nice.
They do look great. What about you, Ryan? Have you seen any of them films?
No, I haven't.
No.
No, I haven't seen Urban Legend. I haven't seen. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
What about you, Megs?
I've seen the first two. I Know What You Did Last Summers, and I've still got the third
Yeah.
one to watch. But I'm dreading it because apparently it's the absolute worst one to watch.
Is it?
Yeah, apparently. I'm too scared to watch it. I'm like, do I want to watch it because it's crap? I'm like, oh.
That's the thing. What Can't Always Believe says the only thing I like about the Elm Street remake was the opening scene. So 5 minutes or so.
You haven't put your signs up yet, have you?
We're Film Flick here. Hey guys, how you doing? Thanks for joining me.
Hey.
Not doing too badly. We've got Adam Sykes here. Hey guys, hope you're well. Have any of you watched the zombie movie called Alive on Netflix? Never heard of it.
No,
I don't do zombie films.
No.
Yeah, Sophie's got a somewhat fear. Is it a fear of zombies, Sophie?
It's just the noise they make. I struggle with. I love Shaun of the Dead, but I struggle with that film.
Okay. Yeah, so Sophie doesn't like the noises of zombies, so she doesn't watch zombie films. So
Fair enough.
it's all right.
I had a friend who weren't keen on zombie films, and then my friend told him just think of them as drunk people, and now he loves them.
Oh, that's actually a bad idea. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
Thing is though, like, isn't that the opening of Shaun of the Dead? They actually think the zombie's drunk.
Oh,
she's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look at him and think,
How much have you had, love?
Yeah.
We were watching clips of it last night.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh shit! I
Ugh.
hate this fucking table. Fucking doesn't stand up.
No. My heart's going
John-
on smells now.
John says The Lighthouse is a really well done movie. Looks incredible. I saw it in black and white, isn't it, with William Dafoe? Haven't seen it, but I've heard a lot of
That's
positive things
Robert
about it.
Pattinson.
No, I haven't seen it.
In the
Yep.
I've not seen it either. It doesn't really seem like my cup of tea.
You haven't got tea, you got coffee.
You see what I've got to deal with here? You see?
You love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that is nice.
Oh well.
Yeah. Ray Peacock says Mona Lisa is a great. Oh yeah, I've ordered that one.
Yeah,
so yeah.
you just ordered that, didn't you?
I've not
Yeah.
seen it myself.
No, I haven't. But the cast is pretty good in the film. Media Collector Madness says Doom Patrol's great.
Yep.
I've
So
got so many TV series to watch it.
I'm gonna say about these new DC TV shows that are coming out now. I do suggest you to watch like Swamp Thing. That's absolutely brilliant horror fantasy series that you're gonna see from DC. Titans first season's decent, and the rest of it's crap.
Yeah, I only enjoyed the first seasons of Titan.
Yeah, and then they tried to introduce Stargirl, and then the first season good, and then the rest of it's just turned into CW.
Fucking coffee.
But so like really the only thing what that looks decent and what's coming out, I would say in DC probably in January would be Peacemaker.
Yeah.
But then you got all the Marvel stuff, which literally just like do I have the ability to watch it?
I've just lost count of all the DC shows there are. The only ones I've watched is Gotham and Smallville.
I loved Gotham.
I'm just so burnt out on comic book stuff now. Like, sure, I'm looking forward to the Batman because I just love Batman so much, but I'm just so burnt out on comic book stuff. Like, eventually it's going to go the way of the Western. Like, it's 100% going to happen. You know, right now they're the most popular films and the most expensive films to make. What happened to Westerns? They eventually just were not viable anymore. They stopped making. When was the last Western we got? We haven't had Westerns for years.
I think True Grit. That's the only one.
Maybe Bone Tomahawk was one that I can remember.
I know the remake. Yeah, the remake of True Grit, the semi-western I can remember recently.
But yeah,
that's quite an old film.
I'm waiting for the comic book movie bubble to burst because I think it will eventually, right?
Yeah. There's far too much going on.
Mhm.
There is
Yeah, exactly.
definitely an oversaturation of the market.
100%.
Boom. Tariq says, Mondo, I agree. Edward says, have you guys ever watched the 12 Monkeys TV series?
I think
No.
I've been-
I think I've only seen the first 2 seasons.
Oh.
It's actually a pretty decent good show. Like it's basically just a new adaptation of what 12 Monkeys is. But,
I've only
like,
seen the Bruce Willis film. I've not actually seen the series.
I've not heard of it.
how can you
I've
not?
never seen the film.
The
I've never
movie's
heard of it till recently, to be fair.
Oh, so
12 Monkeys.
it doesn't ring a bell.
It's a really good Terry Gilliam film. Like it's basically it's just time travel in a way.
Yeah,
Like what it is.
a sci-fi dystopian future time travel movie.
And Brad Pitt's like absolutely really good in it. Like places like I think cult leader. I think in a way, I think he's a terrorist, and it's up to like Bruce Willis's character is like to stop him and like try to change the future. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I absolutely recommend it, and it's on the Arrow label for like £8 at the minute.
Oh, I might have to buy it again.
Brilliant film.
Oh. Yeah. Have you ever seen 12 Monkeys, Meg?
Nope.
I have at the zoo.
Yeah, that's what I was honestly thinking about when I first heard of the film.
That was quick. High five.
That was good.
That was good. That was quick.
Why I not?
I'm not giving her coffee again. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ.
Lydia says, you've always been back to front, Soph.
Wait till I see you.
Oh dear.
Ooh. Oh no.
Just shaking in their boots.
Mm-hmm.
We have Richard here from Fantastic Dizzy. Hi, Playtendo Girl.
Oh, I
Hi,
love that
everyone
name.
else.
Hello.
Hey, man.
Hello.
Hope you're doing well, mate. Hi, Jules. Hi, you lot. Lovely lot. Where's Andy? Andy's taking
Hi,
a break
Jules.
from the streams. He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all right though. He's just taking a break.
Yeah. Still making videos though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Continuing on, we've got Richard again. What up and coming films are you looking forward to seeing in cinema and Blu-ray releases?
The Batman.
Scream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, new Scream. Yeah. I'm up
I've
for
never
that.
seen a Scream.
I'm so hyped for Scream. After when the trailer come on, when I went to go and see the 25th anniversary in the cinema, I freaked because that's such a good trailer.
I've never seen
Yeah.
Scream, but I've just ordered it.
Oh, you need to watch it.
I went to the same Scream 25th anniversary re-screening, reissue, whatever you want to call it. I found a whole new new appreciation for that movie.
I did as well.
I think it's probably the greatest slasher ever made after Halloween, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Then I binged the sequels. Sequels are not as good, but I'm looking forward to the new one because it's got like I like it in the trailer where it introduces like doors unlocked, doors like they're
Yeah.
using like kind of like wireless technology to tell a story, which is really interesting.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that and see how they play about with that.
Yeah. It's coming out in January, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Oh, not too long.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Right.
A film at cinema. Seen Godzilla, but
Yeah,
that's not like a new one.
it's not new, but it's going to be an experience. Me and Soph are going to see, what is it? I think it's his 70th anniversary of Godzilla 1954, which is my favourite film of all time. We're seeing it in the cinema in London on the 23rd of November. And yeah, I'm obviously it's my favourite film, so I'm like super hyped to
It's
see
my
that on the
first
big
time
screen.
ever. It's gonna be my first time.
It's going to be Soph's first watch, but it's going to be a bleak and dark and brutal watch. because
can't
that's
wait.
not a fun movie. It really.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I can hear the sarcasm bleed from your lips, my love.
No, but I know it means a lot to you, so don't mind.
I'm excited for that.
I'm being a nice girl.
Fuck at myself, man.
Yeah. As for other up and coming films, Spider-Man, Ghostbusters, Last Night in Soho, them three
Yes.
really do look quite good.
I really want to see that Last Night in Soho, but I'm worried it's going to have loads of flashing lights and ruin the film.
Yeah, I think it might do, but it does look like a really good film because Edgar Wright, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
What about you, Ryan?
Probably gonna say Ghostbusters Afterlife for me, because like I
Yeah.
grew up watching like Ghostbusters, like the original is always gonna be my like OG to go to, and the two is like always gonna be like it's an alright film, but it's a watchable film. Like when I
Yeah.
watched it, like I probably would say like a couple of years ago, I enjoyed it more than my first watch, because it just like when I first watched it, I watched it when I was a kid. It's like I wouldn't like understand it. And then I watched it again when I was like 14. Didn't like it. Then I watched it again when I was like 18. It was like, yeah, this it's a good film for what it is. The 2016 one is absolutely forbidden. It doesn't exist. And,
No, Ryan.
I liked it.
Them.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Oh.
mate.
Oh,
I
there's
enjoyed
some
it. I had a
fighting
good time with
words,
it. I
Ryan.
laughed with it. Don't get me wrong, the OG will still be my favourite, but I actually did enjoy the female Ghostbusters.
You don't like Melissa McCarthy, though, do you?
She's awful. She's
She's-
fucking awful.
But she's the main
Yeah.
person. In this
That's
film.
what I'm worried about. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm not a big
I love her.
Melissa
She's one of my,
Melissa
like,
McCarthy
favourite
fan.
I just remembered the film that's coming out. I think the end of the week that I'm looking forward to, called Antlers. Antlers,
Yeah.
whatever you pronounce it, Antlers. It looks
Antlers,
really
yeah.
good. It looks like kind of half police procedural, half Wendigo monster movie. It looks really fucking good. They
Yeah.
showed the trailer before I watched Scream on the big screen, so
It does look really good.
yeah, it looked really, really good. I'm really.
It-
It's been. Thing is that they dropped the trailer last year. It was meant to come out like this kind of time last year. It was delayed due to the pandemic a year.
Yeah.
So I've been waiting for this film for a while. So
It does look really good, though.
I'm hoping it's good. Please be
Isn't it
good.
the Guillermo del Toro, whatever his name is?
Yeah, he's producing it. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So hopefully it's got his kind of iconic kind of visual style to it, which is going to be cool.
Ooh. Ooh.
We have AJ here. Good evening,
Hi,
everyone.
Hi,
Hey, AJ.
Hey, Jay.
And we also have Evander here. Hey, mate.
Hey.
Hi, Spider-Man.
Hey, Amanda.
Nobody's going to get that.
I know.
Well, Pete and Ryan will, but Meg's fine. In our group chat, he's called Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
He's a
Yeah.
massive Spider-Man, Mark.
Oh, nice.
And Pete's Kylo Ren in our group chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just don't know how I ended up in that group chat. It's a sunny, mysterious thing I have. Just ended up in it. One of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
Ryan, you love being in that group chat.
Yes, you really do. Right. Jill says, "How's my lovely Soph being? Naughty as always."
I'm sweet and innocent, Jules. What are you on about? I'm a nun.
Hang on, Soph. Mine is sweet and innocent. You're the nun.
Oh yeah, I'm the nun. What do you think that look for? I'm a nun at the Church of Hawking.
I smell bullshit.
It doesn't work that look so. It doesn't. You're not a nun, right? I tell you something. You'll never be a nun because you literally broke your vows. Like what? Once you give up the nunnery, because it literally just doesn't make sense.
Meg is probably
Basically-
thinking, why the fuck am I here?
No. So basically, right? It doesn't work. Seriously, you'll never be a nun. Because
Let me tell you.
vow.
Let me tell you something, brother. Can we move on? Cheers.
I'm a nun.
Oh,
Fuck's sake.
Oh, Lydia says, "Yes, Soph. Don't know how to behave."
I am pure as snow.
Yep. Millions would believe you.
Wow.
You pay me, my love.
No.
Jill says, "Soph always blames me for corrupting her."
Yes, Jules corrupted me.
Thanks, George. Cheers.
Oh,
Well,
what did I get
technically,
myself
without Jules,
into?
I wouldn't have met you.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, she just can't. The responsibility.
What?
Lydia
Yeah,
says.
don't worry. She can't. Oh, I think she meant she can't take the responsibility.
Yeah.
Lydia, go to bed.
Mm,
Can't talk.
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Media Collector Madness says, "Have you seen Pennyworth?" No.
I
But I
have
want
seen
to.
about 4 or 5 episodes. I love it because Paloma Faith's in it, and she's my woman.
Mm.
Didn't know she was.
She's my woman, and if anyone tries to take Paloma Faith away from me, I'll cry. But no, I didn't just watch it because of Paloma Faith. I genuinely like it because it's like the story of Alfred, and the guy who plays Alfred is pretty cute. So
I've never seen it. So.
it's really it's more brutal version of Gotham.
Not seen Gotham
Ooh.
either.
Well, that sounds really interesting. I really want to watch it now.
Ooh.
I need to finish it. Season 2 just finished. I think
Have you
it's
seen it,
all
Ryan?
right.
What Gotham? I've only
No,
seen
Pennyworth.
Pennyworth. Yeah, I've seen the first 5 episodes. It's a decent series. I actually enjoy it.
I'd recommend it though if you like the whole story of Batman, because you see Thomas Wayne and it goes, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Can't talk straight. That coffee's gone
Yeah.
weird.
Too much coffee. It's normally me that's had too much coffee.
I don't drink coffee though, so it's like I've had 2. No, I had some coffee earlier. A bit of it.
Right.
At least I'm not talking to the moon. Hey Pete.
That's true. All the stars.
Roger, all the stars to the moon.
That was what,
Right, Rob's here. Yo, yo. Hi, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Scotty Smoothies here. Hi, all. Just got out of Halloween Kills. Really enjoyed it. As someone who wasn't bothered about it, I'm looking forward to the last one now. Ooh, that's good, mate. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but
Oh, dear,
I can see why some people might like it.
I can just get well into it.
we'll discuss it after, Ryan. After this
Yeah.
stream.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
no.
we can't
Yeah,
delve
so
too much
try
into
to
it.
block out what other opinions and make your own, because it can be very hard to kind of block out everything, because all I've heard is bad press for it. So
Yeah.
There-
Reception
there
is very
one-
mixed.
I will admit, but
it's so violent. It's crazy violent as well.
I was getting way too excited watching it.
Okay.
It's like-
Did someone take this woman away?
Just because I threatened to put rat poison in your tea.
See, psycho right there.
Okay.
Like
This is
that's what
like,
was made for me. Pardon me.
I don't think I can recall any nun threatening to put rat poison in someone's tea. So,
Nope.
Oh, no, that's not it. You
I'll
see.
get you someone.
fuck. Anyway,
Moving on.
Moving on. Lydia says, "I'm not scared, Soph."
For any police watching, I didn't really do it.
What? What would you
Any-
do? Like, what would I just...
well, of course, I'm here.
Like, so,
I've either got a
you've been
really big intolerance to rat poison, or you didn't
I'll
put
just
it
try
in.
something stronger next time.
Fuck's sake.
oh my god.
Oh, Christ.
Jules says, "Hope Andy is okay, and how's beautiful Pete?" I'm doing all right, and Andy's doing well. Robertina.
Oh, she calls Rob Robertina.
Right. We have Frags Gaming here. Good evening, guys. Thanks for joining, Frags.
Frags.
No
You're
drugs.
doing well, man.
Yeah.
Walk-On Always Believe says, "If you could go and rewatch any film for the first time again, what would be your pick?"
Ooh.
Well, in
Back to
the
the
cinema,
future for me.
if it was like a cinema, it would be like Titanic.
Oh, can somebody just throw Titanic in the bin?
I'll put you in the bin, Ryan. You can fit.
Oh, watch for the first time again. That's a good question.
That is.
Godzilla.
Yeah, I didn't want to be obvious for one.
Yeah, but it's you. So.
I'm going to throw out sort of an obvious one, but just because I love the film, probably Aliens would be an awesome to go back and rewatch that for the first time.
Yeah.
I still like it, but the first Alien was blinded me. So. I'm gonna say Titanic.
Yep, because you're a big Titanic fan.
Mm.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park would be a good shout as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I put the video on. Because we were just looking like that couple. Because I'm in the Jurassic World T-shirt.
Back to the Future would be a good choice.
Star Wars would be a good one.
Oh yeah,
Labyrinth.
definitely.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Labyrinth. Oh,
Oh yeah.
really good film. Love that film.
Mhm.
We've got it in 4K now. That's what I really want to watch. Not really like musical film.
Yeah. Mainly because David Bowie's in it. Such a good
That
film.
bulge. Oh God. How he got away
Well, I
with
thought
that?
he was done.
How he got away with that?
What a strange nun to mention that.
I'm a nun at the Church of Hawking, please.
Mm.
I think.
What about you, Ryan?
What are you doing?
Probably Back to the Future for me.
Yeah.
Really good
That's
shout.
that's a good shout. Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely love the OG Back to the Future.
Michael
Even though I
J.
love all three, that's the thing. I think it's a fantastic series, fantastic trilogy. But I think the third one will always be the weakest.
Yeah.
I really implore people to watch them back to back because it's one long film. It's really well done.
Oh yes.
How they do the continuity, it's really well done.
Yeah, they're a great trilogy. I really like the third one. I didn't thought the third one was that bad at all.
I think the third one's a great. You know, for them to go back to the Old West was a really cool idea. And I think it works. I think it's really good.
Yeah.
And the way I love the way how they figure out how to get the DeLorean up to 88 miles per hour with the locomotive is really, really clever.
Mm.
I think
Yeah,
there's a lot more good than bad in the third one.
It makes me sad though because it's getting towards like when he was diagnosed with Parkinson's,
Yeah.
when he was getting really ill.
Ooh.
Oh,
There's always been talk of like Back to the Future 4, but I really don't want it. They should just leave it alone.
They can't.
we don't need another one.
Yeah.
It's a
No, I
perfect
think
trilogy.
we're fine with just 3.
Just
Surf you off
let
a
us
lot-
experience the musicals, man.
Musical? What?
Yeah,
it's back to
there's a
the
Back to the Future
musical.
musical.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I've seen the
What's
trailer
this?
for that.
What's it? A stage show? Is it?
Yeah, it actually
Yeah, it is.
doesn't look too bad.
I might have to watch a trailer for it, see what it looks like. I didn't know that. Jill says right colour Soph, but not snow. Absolute legend.
Thanks, loads of people telling me that, Jules.
And Andrew says, is Sophie using an electric blanket?
No, it's my Riverdale one.
Yep.
I wonder if that was Riverdale because I recognise the R.
Yeah. Even though Riverdale's gone to shit. But
It has.
Don't get me started because I could rant and rave about that.
I loved the first couple of seasons, but then it just started going downhill. So I haven't even watched the new one that's come out yet.
Just give me Jughead and we're fine.
Excuse me for a minute. Eva, what are you doing? Come here.
Don't worry. Or give me Archie or just give me any of the men from Riverdale.
Can you see how quickly she replaced me?
Well, she's got a huge crush book, hasn't she?
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Right.
I mean, when I die, she won't be a widow for much long, will she?
What a morbid comment to say.
Okay.
I didn't expect that.
No, what a horrible thing to say. I can't believe that came out your mouth.
Well, you don't know me very well if you can't believe it come out of my mouth.
I don't want to know what's come out your mouth.
Oh my say.
Anyway, moving on.
Yep. Lydia says she won't be going to bed as she's having too much fun. I can certainly see why.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
No, my ringtone, man.
Walk On Always Believe says, what sequels do you prefer over the original?
Grease 2.
Ooh.
I will second that. Grease 2 is much better than the first one.
Never seen the second one.
Have
It's
you
so
not?
80s, it's delightful.
No, I've only seen the first Grease.
No, you
Never
don't
seen
really
the
like
second
Grease
one.
do you? But
No, but
No.
Grease 2 is really good.
but I don't like Grease even more. So like, Grease 2 is much
Grease 2
better.
is brilliant. That's one I always go back to. I think that's the sequel.
I'm gonna sequels I prefer over the originals. I'm gonna say Nightmare on Elm Street 3. I know we spoke about it before, but I think 3 is better than the original. Personally.
Yeah, I must admit I preferred 3 just a little bit more than the original myself.
Evil Dead. Evil Dead 2 is better than the original, I think. Empire Strikes Back
Yep.
is better than the original Star Wars.
Phantom Menace is my favourite one.
I want to say Aliens, but I don't know if I can truly
That's
get behind Aliens is better than the first one because I love the original Alien that much, so it's a bit awkward.
You know, let's talk about Indiana Jones. I only like
The Last Crusade.
Yeah, with Sean Connery.
Temple of Doom is my
that,
favourite indeed. So yeah,
Temple of Doom is good.
I'll say Temple of Doom over the first one.
Yeah.
Child's Play 2
Yes.
is
Yes, really good choice.
play, so yeah.
It's hard because obviously I'm not at home, so I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
I know I
Obviously,
haven't got
Grease 2,
all the
that's
Blu-rays.
off the top of my head.
I'm going to do a deep cut that no one's going to get because I don't know if many people watch this one. Gamera 2, Attack of Legion. It's a sequel to Gamera, Defender of the Universe. Guardian of the Universe, sorry. Yeah, that's a much better film.
Can I say like Halloween 2018? Is that even a sequel? So
Technically, is a sequel. Technically,
Yeah, it is.
that over the original.
it mentions the original, so yeah, it technically takes place after this.
Halloween
After
2018.
you could say that. I think. Yeah.
I like
think so.
Jurassic Park as well. That's why.
I wouldn't say it's better.
Jurassic World. No, the original is still the best.
I like the second one.
There
There was a film I mentioned the other day, and I can't remember what it was.
Wow. Cool. Anybody think of any other ones?
Oh,
No.
The second Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man 2. That's a good shout.
Spider-Man 2, yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Thor Ragnarok.
That's
Thor's on.
that's a good
I've
one.
only ever seen the. Oh, I like the second Men in Black. But you don't like that one.
Yeah, I don't like that film.
I like the second Men in Black. I don't like the third one. The third one's awful. I think that's all. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask Ryan, but he's just disappeared.
Look, it's your chair. It's your little pink chair, my love.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I see his little pink chair though.
Yeah, that's my little Peach's chair. That's where he sits.
It really isn't.
It really is.
It really
Is
isn't.
that a doll's house as well behind it?
Oh, that's his little nieces.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, he's back.
Thing. Right, we have to do some Googling.
You're back.
Yes, I'm bad. It's just
I'd say, Austin Powers, Despise Shagman. I think that's the
Yes.
second one is better than the
Yeah.
first.
That's one. But I
Yeah.
even like the third one. I like
I like all
Goldmember.
three of them. I think it's so sincere.
Gold member's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to Google something. I can't even type straight. It's this coffee. It's making me twitch.
What about you, Ryan? Any sequels you prefer over the original?
It's a hard question. This.
Mm.
Ooh. Nah, I didn't. I don't know really. No, there's nothing.
I know
I
some
like
people might say The Dark Knight, but
Yeah.
Oh, that's the most like vegan one you can get.
yeah.
I'm going to throw it out there that no one's going to agree with me on. Saw 2. I think Saw 2 is better than the first one.
Ooh.
I've not seen any of this. So
I've never seen a Saw film, so
I'm trying to like.
First two are worthwhile, I think.
I'm just trying to have a look.
After Malignant, I definitely want to watch Saw.
Oh, I thought of another one.
Don't expect the same film though, Pete.
No,
It is nothing like anything James Bond's done before.
no.
I was going to say the second Mamma Mia film. I prefer that to the first one. I'm just having a look. What's it? 22 best sequels.
I'm going to throw one out there.
Ooh.
Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. I think it's better than the 2014 Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I like those two Ninja Turtle movies. A lot of people don't like them, but I quite
Yeah, I
enjoy them.
They're not too bad.
Yeah, I didn't agree with the new ones.
I love the 1990 original live action was probably one
Oh,
of my
yeah,
favourite
of course.
ones.
It's
Obviously,
not,
classic.
Absolutely.
that'll always be like the classic.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles films. I want to say the last Lord of the Rings film, Return of the King, because that's my favourite one.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say Toy Story 2. I kind of prefer it over the first one.
Yeah, Toy Story 2.
I'm gonna say Toy Story 3. That's my favourite Toy Story.
That made me cry.
I love that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, because they literally turned Toy Story 3 into like a thriller. And then
They
that's
didn't
what
need,
like
they
fun was
didn't
really
need the
good.
fourth one.
I've not seen the fourth.
They didn't
I
need
haven't seen
Toy
the
Story
fourth one.
4 with this.
No.
Guess
I
we
thought
can
it was like
catch
thought Toy Story 4 was a nice ending for Woody in a way. But there is going to be a Toy Story 5 in the way.
What?
They
Yeah.
did-
Why?
I don't know, but it'll probably be like
Money.
see how Buzz like leads on the rest of the toys, whatever the hell it is. But I don't know how it's
Yeah,
going to
because if
work.
the film does well, they'll continue pumping out films like Halloween, Friday the 13th. They just keep pumping out films because they know it makes money.
Well, we haven't had Friday the 13th in 10 years.
It's 2000.
12 in 2009 was the last
Yeah.
Friday the 13th.
I can think of some more sequels. The fourth, fifth, sixth Mission Impossible films, all the way up to Fallout. They're all way better than like the first couple of Mission Impossible films. And some of the later Fast and Furious films. Not 9, but like 5, 6, and 7. Ain't too bad.
I'm quickly going to throw in Friday the 13th Part 2 is widely superior to the first one. And Friday the 13th Part 6 Jason Lives as two sequels I prefer over the original.
I'm going to say the second Terminator as well. Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
I mean, I didn't want to say that, but I don't think it's better. I still think the Terminator
They're
is
both brilliant films.
I would say Aliens over Alien because I made it like it's more like action packed and that's.
See,
And it's
I was
like
going to
this
say
film.
Aliens, but I still feel they're so on par for me that I can't really kind of say one's over the other.
Yeah. That's the
Ice
thing.
Age 3, I really enjoyed that one over the original.
Not seen
Dawn
those.
of the Dinosaur, isn't it? The one with
Yeah,
Simon Pegg
that-
in.
I saw
Yeah, I
that.
think-
No.
Yeah, didn't mind that one.
Yep.
I was going to say Bumblebee, but that's not technically a sequel, is it?
No,
I
it's
suppose
more-
that I would agree with you. That is the best Transformers film we've got in that
Yeah,
kind of
so-
live action esque thing.
Oh, I'm going to throw out the last. Oh no, the
Oh.
second Spy
Oh.
Kids.
Who's
I
that?
love the second Spy Kids
Oh,
too.
fuck me! Gremlins 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Shit.
Gremlins 2.
Gremlins 2 is like superior in every way to the original, in my opinion.
Mm.
I mean, I've said that enough on my channel, so I'm going to not put it in.
Well, I've only just recently watched, but now I prefer Critters over Gremlins.
Yeah, so you should, because it's better.
It is like
It is better, guys. It is, honest. Oh, leave Steve alone. Oh my god.
Steve agrees.
Here he is. He's
Leave
back
Steve
again.
alone.
No,
He was tuning that up there.
I love Steve. Your child.
Oh, isn't that a lovely family portrait? All three of them together.
Oh my god, we totally need to have like a group picture of us with Steve.
Oh, doggy.
Alfie.
Yeah.
Alfie.
Alfie.
Alfie's really not.
He's just like, I'm not looking. I refuse to.
Here he is.
Hello,
Oh,
Alfie.
Little face. Oh.
oh, he's lovely.
Nice, good boy.
Aw.
Yeah, he's just like somehow he appears on.
Steve's jealous.
Steve's jealous. Dogs, obviously the dogs always win.
Okay,
Yeah,
so can I put
good
my hands
boy.
inside Steve?
I didn't know you like sticking it in the hole.
Okay.
Mm.
Ah. Right.
You're having too much
Wolf.
fun.
I'm just gonna keep
She's
going.
really obsessed with Steve, isn't she?
Right.
Why do you think I got Jason? So I could get to Steve.
Brilliant.
Oh. Right, moving on. Walk On
Hello.
Always Believe says, if you could
Yeah,
spend the day on
yeah.
any film box set, what would be your choice?
Ooh.
Oh, Back to the Future.
That's a good shout.
Yeah, Back to the
Yeah,
Future.
Back to the Future.
Ooh.
Probably Harry Potter, but I couldn't do all 8 films in one go.
Hmm.
I would say The Karate Kid for me because that's like one of my favorite movies of all time.
Steve said please.
I mean, it's not
Karate Kid.
though.
But yeah, it's an absolute brilliant, well-made film. Absolutely top notch. It's like
I'm gonna say the Nostromo from Alien. That's an amazing set. I'd like to walk through and see the whole ship.
Yeah, that is true. Wow. That's a good one. Any other choices? And any? The Millennium Falcon.
ooh, that's a good shout.
Ooh.
That's good.
The Death inside of the Death Star as well. Like the control room,
Yeah.
that's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. Ooh. Any other ones you can think of?
Man.
I'm gonna throw it out because you know I'm obsessed with it, and it's the whole 50 Shades series. I'm kind of obsessed with 50 Shades of Grey.
The 50 Shades of Grey film set. Okay.
And maybe Twilight. I know it's really cheesy, but I love Twilight.
Yeah.
Labyrinth.
Mm.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that would be the one set to be on.
That would be a good film set to be on.
Top notch. That's absolutely top notch.
Lord of the
Especially
Rings.
the like ballroom scene.
Oh yes, definitely. Wow.
Peter Pan. 'Cause I love Peter Pan.
Jurassic Park,
Yeah,
Jurassic World, sets of that'd have been quite
Actually,
cool.
with 50 Shades, it would probably be like being on a porn set, so maybe not.
What?
Well, yeah, I did wonder when you said 50 Shades of Grey going on the film set.
That's in the bin.
Oh,
You see, if you want to get a copy of 50 Shades, just go into Paramount.
Yes, Ryan got me a copy from Paramount.
yeah.
Oh,
Ryan's the 50 Shades dealer. If you want it, he'll get it.
Find that with Harry Potter. You can go to like the Harry Potter tour, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that
that's
would be
what I
quite
wanna do.
cool. Yeah.
yeah. I think that's something. I think that should be something cool to do for next year. So
Hmm.
it's got Harry
I
Potter.
have seen videos around it, and it looks really lovely.
second film set.
I'd like to go to the house, the Bates
Probably-
Motel from Psycho.
Yes,
Mm.
Psycho's
Yeah.
my favourite film.
Oh man, that would be cool.
I think you can. It's like the Universal Studios thing.
Oh, is it? I didn't
Yeah,
know
you
that.
can get like
Yeah,
because when the TV series Bates Motel came out, Freddie Highmore done like a tour around it.
do you know that the actual original set of Psycho is actually still built. It's actually still there. And like on the other sides, there's like a entirely different set. I think it was like for the Monsters.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah, it is. It's still built up. They never took it down.
Didn't they?
What are you doing?
No.
What do you think I'm doing?
I don't know what you did. Oh,
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his eyes light up.
he looks excited.
he wants to eat rye. Doesn't like
Looks
rye.
like you're ready to get some action.
Mm. Ah.
Could you believe that was handmade?
No.
Yeah, I bought it from. It came from Spain.
Oh
It's
wow,
an artist that makes them.
Incredible.
that's really good.
I'm not going to say how much I paid for it because it actually disgusts me, but I paid it anyway because I love critters and I wanted my own kite and I named him Steve and yeah.
It's like
Oh,
Mm.
Mhm.
Lydia, she's funny, but not as innocent as she makes out. Ooh.
Yep. Yeah, it's just not sweet and innocent.
exposed.
Frag says this is starting to feel like a Rhine stream.
Oh, I need my.
No, we're very mature on this stream. Well, we normally are.
Bullshit.
Oh, if you ever come on my stream, it's basically just like goes into chaos. Literally.
Mm.
It's like it's the watershed edition of what this stream
Yeah,
is
it's the after hours.
like. Yeah.
Andrew says Soph and Jason are flirting. Love it.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean, we've got past that. I don't know what you're talking about, Andrew. We're past the flirting phase.
Does he not know that we're actually together?
Hmm,
Mm.
maybe not.
No,
This is my peach.
you're together in the same room, so that's
Yeah, but
giving
that
you
could
some
mean
hints.
anything. But we are actually together, as in a
Mhm.
couple.
Yeah.
That still feels
Right.
weird saying that. Not in like a bad way, but it's just weird.
Yeah.
Lydia says, no, she isn't innocent. Trust me, I've known her for 14 years. I know her antics.
Steve, eat the bitch.
Jules is off to flirt with her husband or something. Lydia, I love her for it. Lydia says, yes, she's great. That's why we've been friends for so long.
Thanks.
Right. Frag says, what films do you think wasted their potential? Good idea, but poorly executed.
Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you like to read that?
Yes, Steve can come with me. Thank you.
I've got a sweaty hand though.
I will also say Conjuring 3, because that is absolutely terrible.
All the Conjuring films are terrible. I hate them.
No, the first one is amazing, right?
No, it's
Second
not.
one,
First one's
It's
pretty
mediocre.
good, actually.
third one is an absolute pile of shit. So that's weird seeing. Like, Annabelle, rubbish, right?
Annabelle can go in the bin as well.
Great.
So the nun can go in the bin. Even though I'm a nun.
Look, Annabelle Creation is actually a decent Annabelle adaptation, and Annabelle Comes Home is literally like one of the most horror, like basically Annabelle's like an actual real doll, but it's actually
It's a Raggedy Ann doll in real life.
Raggedy Ann doll, yeah. Like basically just doesn't make sense to me. Annabelle Comes Home can literally just get thrown off a cliff.
Oh.
Seriously, because it's that bad.
I'm gonna say Hook after rewatching it. They could have done so much more with that film.
Yeah.
That's what Hook, man. I love Hook. That's what
I'm gonna throw out the Friday the 13th Part 5. Because
Exactly.
it's basically just a copycat killer movie. And it should have been Tommy Jarvis versus Jason in proper confrontation. Obviously, we got that in Part 6, which is pretty cool. But like they built it up to be in Part 5. It just was like, yeah, that crazy guy killed my son with an axe, and now I'm just gonna look like Jason and kill people. It's just like this is.
Yeah, I found that to be a rather weird plot.
What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You are odd.
I know.
Right. Any other ones we can think of? I was going to say Indiana Jones Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I mean, that was quite poorly
Oh,
executed.
Kingdom of the Crystal Balls, yes. That basically needs to be like or every copy of that film literally needs to be put in an incinerator and they'd be burnt to pieces. Burnt pieces because it just literally.
You've got some very interesting ways of dispatching of films you don't like.
It's terrible. Literally, the film is terrible. It shouldn't even be made. Only the first 3 films are the decent ones you're going to get out of Indiana Jones. So that's the only thing. I literally can think of any more many ways to destroy stuff. So yeah,
it's all fine.
Oh, I thought you meant check.
No.
I'm gonna throw out just with disdain because I have a love-hate relationship with this movie. Godzilla King of the Monsters had so much potential to have Godzilla be an absolute badass fighting King Ghidorah. But the whole film is just they waste most of the film on this fucking bullshit family plot.
Yeah, the family drama.
It's just a drag, makes the film a drag to watch. I loved it in the cinema, but like being a Godzilla fan, it knows how to like prey on like big Godzilla Japan. You know, if you're a fan of the Japanese film, just like look at this Easter egg. Do you remember this? Do you remember that? It's like oh, exciting. And then when you do it on a rewatch, it's like this film is just a really big slog to get through. And you know, when it's all the special effects Godzilla stuff, it's really fun. But when it goes back to the family stuff, it's just like, okay, can we carry on, please? Thanks.
Yeah, it's really boring.
Yeah. I think
it's it's the weakest of the MonsterVerse out of the four MonsterVerse films.
I totally agree.
I can't think of any other films.
That's why I think Godzilla vs Kong just did it right. It did. He just did it right. Like the characters weren't that annoying. Like I would say.
Yeah,
I think it was I forgot who the.
I don't know.
Millie Bobby Brown. She wasn't annoying in King of the Monsters. Like she was in King of the Monsters because it wasn't all focused on her. But it was like both sides. Basically, I just thought. I thought it was like they did more.
Bye, Steve.
Bloody Steve.
It's not very good mother, am I? Sorry.
Hey.
As you were saying, Brian.
No, I just felt that the character development and the character on the human side of it, I think it was more well done as you saw from the aftermath of King of the Monsters. I think it was it was in the right places. That's what I'm saying. Like it just didn't drag, and it's like, the best thing was it's focused on and see more of the monsters than the human characters. But like I think the best thing about the human characters is it's just it's basically just there to just fill in the gaps really at the end of the day. What it is. But I just felt like Godzilla and Godzilla versus Kong just did it so well. And even Kong Skull Island, that's actually brilliant as well.
Kong Skull Island was a lot of fun.
Kong Skull Island for me is like a 9 out of 10 monster movie. I absolutely love that movie.
Yeah, it's really good. You got any, Megs?
I'm trying to think. Can't really think of any off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's quite a hard question to think of.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we've got here. Right, let's move on. We have Edward, and he says he likes Cars 2 more than Cars.
No,
that's an opinion I've never heard before. Just so you know.
I haven't.
The people that I've not seen the Cars film, so I can't comment. But everyone that I've spoken to that has seen the Cars movies, everyone I've spoken to hate the sequel.
Yeah.
Hate number 2.
It's like the worst Pixar film, I think, Cars 2 is. It's just not that good.
I haven't even seen Cars 3 yet.
No, I haven't
that's not supposed to be too bad, actually.
I've never seen Cars.
But
I've seen Cars going down the road, but never seen Cars.
I think we all have.
And I can see cars going down my road right now.
Yeah, but I've never heard that opinion before. Wow.
No, I haven't.
Oh well.
Oh yeah, Ryan, I've just seen that your video's gone up. I'll watch that later.
Oh yeah.
Oh, has it? What video is it, Ryan? Please tell.
Some-
Oh, Horror Express. Yes, very good film.
Oh, exactly.
Okay, comments just went weird. Dangerous Chris says, anyone seen The Evil Dead Trap? It's a 1988
Yeah, I've heard about that
Japanese
one.
slasher. Never heard of it.
I've not even heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's meant to be like a thriller kind of movie. That's what it is.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
If it was Evil Dead, it's another question because I can literally just talk about Evil Dead all night. But because they put trap near the end, yeah, I've heard of it. I'm into like all these like Japanese stuff, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Walk On Always Believe says The Evil Dead Trap is awesome.
Ooh.
Have you ever heard of that?
What's that, sorry?
It's called Evil Dead Trap. 1988 Japanese slasher film.
No.
Oh.
I'm surprised they'd be able to use the Evil Dead name.
Mm.
I don't know.
Evil Dead Trap. Yeah.
No.
Never heard of it.
No, I haven't.
But yeah. Walk On Always Believe says, what do you think has the best ending and the worst? No, what do you think has the best and the worst endings? Also, if you could be any superhero for one day, who would you pick? I pick Superman. He
Right.
says.
I'm going to say like what is the worst ending I'm going to say about film, and I'm going to say Cobra, literally, because I just think the ending was shit. I would have like came up with a much better ending to that film. The whole film is absolutely brilliant, but the ending is just shit.
I think The Visit for me had a terrible ending. Well, the whole film,
I've seen it.
obviously don't let my opinion sway you, but
Of course.
it's just
yeah.
not a great film.
See, now we're talking about endings, and this is going to be difficult because it means spoilers, right?
Mm.
I think I know what you're going to say.
I think the best ending to any film ever, this is just my opinion, I think in terms of me watching it for the first time, I still think it's one of the best endings of all time, is Seven.
Definitely. Oh, yes.
The fact that they kept the tone throughout and they didn't end on a happy ending, it was fucking just brutally dark and horrid,
Can we watch it after?
is the best. It was just so, like, no one saw that coming. No one expected it to be so brutal. Originally, they wanted to change the ending, but Brad Pitt was like, if you change the ending, I'm leaving the production. So they had to keep the ending dark and horrid.
You up for watching
So
Really?
good. Yes. Fucking love
Can we watch
Seven.
it after?
As for worst endings, spoilers for this film as well.
What was the-
Obviously, I didn't spoil Seven, so it's all right. I just
What
told
film
you.
is it?
Nightmare City.
All right.
One of the worst endings of all time. It's a zombie film. It leads all the way up to the end, and the alarm clock goes off. He wakes up. It was all a dream,
That would really piss me off.
Oh, that would.
and it
Wow.
infuriated me
I remember when you were talking about it, you got so wound up by it.
because it was really good until that point.
Mm.
One of the worst, probably the worst ending to any film
I
ever.
can't think of another one apart from The Visit. Oh, best ending actually. Just trying to think.
I can think of a bad ending quite recently, and that was the Monster Hunter film. It just ended kind of abruptly.
Well, that was
you thought
insulting.
Yeah.
Insulting ending.
you.
Oh, God.
I can't
Peace.
call it best ending, but the
I
last
know
bit-
what's an absolute. I know what's an absolute worst ending, like, and it's a Doctor Who episode. I think I know what it is,
Yeah.
and it's recent from last year.
Oh. What was it?
Timeless Children. One of the worst endings of all time because like it's just basically just literally try to like oh yes it's just finally the time the Doctor's gonna get blown up.
Mm.
No. Then I was. What were Jim? Oh yeah, I know what the ending was. Just got caught by the Jadoon and got caught by the Jadoon. Literally went to prison.
This means nothing to me because I haven't seen much of the recent Doctor Who.
Don't worry.
As for the superhero question, it's not really a superhero, but he is part of the Marvel universe. And because he's a villain, but his power is so cool that I'm like, for a day, I'd get everything I want to get done in my life in that day with this power. So my choice would be Kilgrave, and his power is he can get anyone to do anything for him by just speaking it. So if I say to a banker, give me $200 million now, they are compelled to do it. So I can get everything I need for my life in a day by just saying it.
I'll keep away from
That's my choice.
One thing about Kilgrave, right? If you saw from like Jessica Jones, you know, like because in the actual comics,
David Tennant as well.
Oh, is it David Tennant who plays?
Yeah, but the thing about Kilgrave is in the series he's got his normal like his normal skin color, but in the comic books he's actually got a purple head. He actually is.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, he's all purple. Yeah, just to say, like I do like research on like certain Marvel characters I haven't heard of, and like when I saw his like character, I was like, I didn't know his skin color was purple, so something must have happened, like you know, yeah, and he's actually a mutant.
That's you.
Thank you.
I highly recommend the first season of Jessica Jones to everyone because it's fantastic.
I'll have to give it a look.
I keep meaning
David
to watch
Tennant's
that.
in it, isn't he?
David Tennant, yeah, he's Kilgrave.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's really
I want
good.
to watch it now.
Yeah.
He's well sinister in it. He's so good. He's the best part of that whole season.
Oh.
It's funny because Jessica Jones, the best part of that series is the villain, and the first season of Daredevil, the best part of that season is the villain. Like it's those Netflix shows were the fucking bollocks, man. They were so good.
Yeah, because they're really, but it's like the only time when Marvel just literally just goes more dark, in a way.
Yeah.
Because like I think that's what's the best about it, because like Marvel can go dark, but all because of like Disney and everything, just want to turn it into all like yeah. It's just like if there was still with Paramount, we would have got dark Marvel films. But they sold Marvel to Disney, which they shouldn't really have done, right? Because after all like what we've got from the whole Marvel gig, I just feel like every movie's just like the same. It's like every like end of the day kind of thing, like end of the world. Like why end of the world? Why can't it just be
more grounded?
Yeah.
Yep. But what superhero would you like to be, Rhyme?
What, me? Ooh.
Yeah.
See, when it comes to me, I would say Batman in a way, because I don't think you don't. I just don't think you don't have to have say superpowers to be a hero, really. Because
he just has money.
Yeah, I know he has money, but the thing is, right? Bruce Wayne, he doesn't really care about money. He cares about he had a horrible childhood, right? He had a horrible childhood after he left his parents. So basically, him, he's just a vigilante. He's the world's greatest detective, and that's what he is. I feel like the mentality, like for him to protect Gotham City, I just think that's what makes it great to be a hero. So, because Batman is not a superhero, he's just a hero. At the end of the day, I think Batman just lives up to that.
I love Batman, right? But I can't help but feel like you take the money away from Batman, he ceases to be Batman because there's a lot of things he couldn't do if he didn't have that immense wealth.
That is true.
Most of his technological gadgets come from the fact that he's got
money,
all that money.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is,
make Batman bankrupt, you defeat Batman.
Exactly.
You're welcome. You're welcome, villains. You're welcome.
Basically, right. What I'm gonna say, Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne are literally just the same character, but because both their parents died, in a way. So that's what really happened. So basically, it's like the same. But with Tony Stark, he literally become basically like Iron Man in a cave, while Batman literally became Bruce Wayne literally became Batman during the grief of his parents, and literally just building up to the part where he becomes Batman. Really. So it's just all the anxiety that he had to go through, and he just literally just doesn't give a fuck about life anymore.
I want to say Harley Quinn, but Harley Quinn's not really a superhero, is she?
No.
Yeah, you're kind of right.
Yeah, she's more like an anti-hero kind of vibe in a way.
Yeah, but they're trying to make her out more of a hero, aren't they? Now with like all the films.
If we're gonna talk like traditional superhero, it'll probably be Spider-Man, just so I can be like.
Yeah, Spider-Man or Batman would be a good choice. What about you, Megs?
Black Widow.
Ooh, very interesting. Yeah.
Just because like of her fighting skills and stuff like that.
Still haven't seen Black Widow yet.
Speaking of Black Widow.
Oh, he's impressed. Yeah. Let's move on. We have John saying, question for you, Megs. What is your favourite movie genre?
Oh. That's a tough one. Probably comedy is more sort of like my main sort of like genre that I watch. But I like all genres, but I think it is comedy that's like my absolute favourite. Because I like having a good laugh.
Yeah, that's a good one. What about you, Ryan? What's your favourite genre?
My favourite genre of all time is basically, I absolutely love horror. Like I like all the classic stuff. Like I even love action as well. It's just like I'm just like mostly into the 80s kind of vibe of it, because I like when it used to, because it's real. I just don't like all this like CGI rubbish that they bring out these days. Like,
I agree with that.
Because like if I want to say like Fast and Furious and like, you know, like I'm gonna say like Star Wars in a way, the new ones. They're so like CGI now. I just feel like, you know, they're just missing that physical effect, like what they used to do like during the 80s and the 90s. It's just missing it. And that's what loses the vibe of the continuity of like what the original fans brought in a way. And Fast and Furious is just literally like one of the most like CGI things you literally just want to see. It's stupid.
See, I couldn't agree more with that one, because 80s are the absolute best for special effects and everything. Beetlejuice, Nightmare on Elm Street, Labyrinth, Back to the Future, Gremlins.
The Thing.
Yeah.
But
The Thing.
Hellraiser as well.
Hellraiser.
Because that only had a budget of like, I think 1 to 2 million, and they literally just done it so well. They just pulled it off. Like there's a scene like where this guy is literally performing. Literally, it's just a tiny little blood. Just brought him back to life, and literally seeing the whole like
his body's reconstructed. It's really well done.
Reconstructed. They do use stop motion like in certain parts, but the stop motion literally just looks like so well. It looks so well done, like for the 80s back then. And I just thought that is just total really good practical effects. It just brought it to life. So that's why I'll always stick with that genre. That's what I always say.
What about you, Jason and Soph? What's your favourite genres?
I'm gonna say horror as an umbrella term, because by extension my go-to films are like monster movies. So like Godzilla, Critters, Gremlins, anything like that. I just gravitate to anything with a creature, a monster that's on the loose. So like obviously Aliens, The Thing, stuff like that. But obviously, if I was just going to pick a genre that kind of envelopes that, it would be horror. Yeah, horror takes up a good like 50% of my collection physically. Well.
Yes, yeah, that's what happened with me, because I literally all I bought from the Arrow stuff is maybe just horror. But I did have to get RoboCop as well.
Yep. And you had to buy Whitnell and I.
Oh, basically what he made us do, right? I was going to buy another horror film from Arrow, right, last night, and somehow I ended up buying Whitnell and I and A Long Good Friday of the Arrow website. So
do you remember back in Easter? They had the Easter sale in Arrow, And I understand what you mean. You go there to buy one title, and then you end up buying fucking. I bought 28 titles in this thing. Because I go there to buy like a couple of, and you just get sucked into the sale. Like, ooh, that one. All of them, giving them all.
Yeah.
I like when you're right there, your
Yeah,
bank.
that's why I love Arrow because
Beginning.
they got like some of like I think Arrow's like got some of like some of the best titles you're gonna get for like cult classics.
It's
Like,
good mix of stuff.
The
Yeah.
funny thing about Arrow is that 85 to 90% of their titles are just, they're going to be utter shit. you know. That's part of the fun with the Arrow label, right?
Yeah,
Part of the fun.
because like I think I watched like some slasher film. I think it was called The Mutilator. You ever heard of that one?
No.
I think Leon has shown me it's like it's like the tagline is like buy axe, buy pick, buy sword, buy or something really bad.
Yeah.
Really like
Yeah.
tagline.
That's quite funny.
Oh, I even watched You know that film that Damon Cronenberg Shivers. You know the one that about the
I've
sex.
seen that.
Yeah, it's basically like these parasites that make these like these people into like sex crazed mad creatures. Basically, like, during the 70s, that's what it's supposed to be. It's literally like one of the mentalist movie I've seen in my life from Cronenberg himself. Seriously, like I don't even know why I bought that. Like I'm gonna say when I was like 18 years old, I was like, what the fuck's this shit? I will probably have to watch it again and probably do like a proper review on it because
Yeah.
I think that was like one of the first like Arrow releases I actually bought, which are with Mutilator as well, which I just got rid of. It was like, what the hell am I just watching here? Seriously, it's like how I recently watched that film Ghoulies.
Oh no.
Oh god, that is just utter crap. Seriously, I did a review on it as well, and I'm basically just complaining about the whole thing.
You complain about everything, though, Ryan.
Yeah.
No, but look, right, there's some really good 80s horror flicks, and then you just got the utter crap, literally. It's just like how like I rewatched 1968's Night of the Living Dead, right? At first, I didn't know why. I used to argue about it, saying that it's the best, and now when I watched it again, I felt it's just utter crap. So like in my opinion, I think I just like start to respect the remake more now. So basically, I just changed my mind on it.
Yeah, but like most of the horror films you watched ended up in the bin because you didn't like them.
Yeah.
I still got the other ones I still need to go through, man. Like literally.
Yeah.
But I watched The Terror, which is meant to be utter crap.
Well, you're going to need another bin bag, Anne.
I'm gonna have to, at the end of this rate.
Ryan, you know Halloween as a season is meant to be fun. Maybe I need to give you a list of really good horror films that you can have fun with. Because
That's what I've got. I've literally got fun horror films from Arrow. Like
Okay.
seriously.
Yeah.
So literally, I bought stuff that are actually good. Like I bought Life Force as well. About space vampires basically suck the living life out of you.
Okay.
I got Videodrome. American
Yeah.
Werewolf in London. I even got The Exorcist 3. I bought Horror Express. So basically, I bought them.
Yeah.
It's basically just a thing on a train, really.
it's
what it
fucking awesome.
It's fantastic.
Right.
Love it.
I think the best thing about Horror Express it's so fast paced. It's just so well done.
And it's cast.
Oh, definitely. Always go for Peter Cushing and like Chris Bailey. They're the perfect duo to work together. And it's like it does like feel like a Hammer film in a way, which it is.
It
And,
is a Hammer
but it's
film.
not. Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
It is
not.
produced
It's a Hammer horror, all but not.
in all the
basically.
name.
Yeah.
And it's like I just wish like I think what they should do with the Peter Cushing and the Chris Bailey movies, I think they should release them on Arrow because I think that's the perfect label to release them.
Yeah, they should just release a load of Hammer horror stuff on Arrow.
Yeah. So I'm starting to get in them now, but I'm watching The Hound of the Baskervilles at the minute. Yeah, it started off slow, but then it slowly just gets better. So
Yeah, it's a good film. What's your favourite genre, Soph?
I don't know if I have a favourite because I always just watch whatever I'm in the mood for. I don't gravitate towards like one set genre of film. If that makes sense.
That's fair.
You like a mixture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm easy to please. It's fine.
For me, I like action adventure, but I'm slowly getting into horror, so probably getting into horror more. But we have got some of these questions left by Sally, and I did see this one, and I thought this one was a good question. Do you think superhero films should die?
I don't think they should die as such.
No.
Yeah, I don't think they should die. They should make less. That's what I'm asked.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how many Marvel films we had this year. 4? Too many.
Well, it's 2 so far. Internals is coming out next week, which I'll probably.
It's Spider-Man, isn't it?
Yeah, then Spider-Man. But I'm not in the rush to see Internals because it's. See with Internals, I haven't even heard of half these characters. That's the thing. It's like Shang-Chi. Like, I haven't heard of his character, but that film is absolutely amazing. Like for what it is, I really enjoyed it because like part of the martial arts side of it. Because I also love martial arts. So like I'm still watching the Wu-Tang collection like on YouTube as well. That's what I like about it because it's like martial arts is the thing for me, and I'd probably say Black Widow is probably like one of the weakest films I've seen this year from the Marvel films. But what I'm saying is I'm still hoping Spider-Man still give us that old vibe what the Sam Raimi trilogy brought with. But I'm just gonna see how it goes.
I was just gonna say, you know, we all know as soon as they stop making money, you know, the studios will just stop making them.
It's not what happened with Western films.
It's what happened. I was saying about westerns. You know, westerns were the most popular films, most expensive films. Once they stop making money, they stop making them. You know, this bubble's going to burst. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it will. You know, something else will come along like it does. You know, you just never know what it is. You know, Star Wars came out. It was all about Star Wars. It was all about sci-fi movies and all that, and that kind of was a big thing in the you know the late 70s, early 80s, and that kind of period. Then that kind of filtered out a little bit. And then you got into like the slasher films. That kind of was big for like the first mid 80s to like late mid 90s. That kind of faded away, and then something else came along. It's just a vicious cycle. There's always a cycle for stuff. So,
yeah,
there's just too many. Like, it's just. What film's coming out? Oh, there's a new Marvel film. What's out next week? Oh, a new DC film. Oh, what's out next week? Oh, there's a film it's called this. Oh, what is that then? Oh, yeah, it was based on a comic book. Oh, yeah, of course
it gets repetitive and boring.
Yeah, there's far too much. It's an oversaturation. Then you've got the TV shows.
Yeah, I think the best thing what Marvel is like DC was doing because they're not like releasing like 3-4 movies a year. Like this year there was only like really Suicide Squad. Because then you had like Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is like on HBO Max and everything. So I think that was good. But next year we are getting the ultimate like DC vibe for next year because there's like 4 movies coming out. So, but I see, in my opinion, I'm starting to respect DC more than Marvel now because they can just pull it further. Because they, as I told you, they do more things for mature adults. Like that's the thing. I think DC just does better in my opinion, but you're still going to get those like other crap DC films anyway. But
DC are taking risks, unlike Marvel. They seem to be playing to that same template all the time.
Exactly. It's just
they're
like
risk making it darker. DC, the Batman,
it's like
got darker.
Oh, it does. But I just see what's some of the like R-rated characters you're gonna get out of here. What they're gonna do? You can't make Blade into like a PG-13 rated movie. It can't be done. No. Literally, it can't because he's an R-rated character. You got to make him kill. There's gotta be blood. It's gotta be like guts. It's gotta be like profanity and all that kind of stuff. It's the same with Deadpool, and I'm going to say it's the same with Ghost Rider as well. You can't make Ghost Rider PG-13 either.
No, it won't work.
And the Punisher, and I would say Daredevil as well, because
I feel like Disney are going to find a way to make those characters PG-13, and if they can't, we won't see them in the MCU. Simple as that. That's what I think.
You're right.
We are concerned about Deadpool 3 because obviously now Disney and all that.
I didn't even like the second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
like I said, I don't want them to die. I just feel they should make less of them.
Or space them out a bit better.
Yeah, space them out a bit more. I mean, 2 a year is enough, I think.
yeah, definitely 1 or 2 a year.
Do one
like I thought like 3 a year was enough as well. Like how they were spacing them out, but 4. It's like I think in 2023 I think we were supposed to get 5, but now it's like all changing and now because they got pushed back. But I just wanted to go back where it used to was, like when you just used to get like every couple of years like one Marvel film or one DC film just come out. But it's just all what they're doing, they're just trying to milk it out just to make more money. Just need. I just need to break.
I would love to see because all these superhero films, they're sort of basically all action films essentially, right? They're all big, bombastic set pieces, all this. I would love to see obviously you got stuff like Joker, which is a psychological drama. It's very focused on one character, their mental state, and it's a drama. It's very serious. Why can't we have like a superhero movie that's like a horror film? We haven't had that before, or something. Because all these films kind of, you look at all the films that have come out this year, they kind of bleed into the same kind of formula. It's kind of boring.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently, the Batman that's coming out next year, apparently is almost like a horror movie, and apparently it's going to be rated R, which is pretty awesome.
I can't wait.
Okay.
And it sounds cool. Apparently it's going to be a rated R kind of violent noir movie, which sounds awesome to me.
On the trailer,
It does.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like Disney needs to maybe
back off.
expand, either back off with their releases or expand into giving us something we haven't seen before, like a superhero horror movie. I know we had Brightburn, but that wasn't really anything to do with anything. It was just Superman was bad kind of thing.
There's one movie that they tried to make into a horror film. I think that was The New Mutants. Yeah, they tried to make that into a horror film. I saw that in the cinema, and it's like one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life.
Was it actually a horror film? No, was it actually?
Yeah. They were meant to turn it into a horror film, right? But it's literally what I saw from that. Right, this is not a horror film. This is just a generic X-Men movie in a way.
Yeah.
And it's like they just done it so bad.
That had been delayed for so many times.
It was.
It had loads of reshoots, didn't it? That had so many reshoots, right? And it literally got pushed back every single year until last year. And basically, the original cut of the movie that was what we had was basically meant to be a proper good superhero horror film, learning about these characters who experience the horrors of the powers and everything stuff like that.
Yeah,
and it's meant to introduce Antonio Banderas as the villain in a way.
I like him.
And I thought that was meant to be I thought that idea would have made so good for an X-Men horror film. And they just scrapped the idea and just did the one thing. Disney Disney.
I'm going to say this, and we can maybe move on because I think we've spoken quite a lot on this topic. But what was I going to say? The perfect example of a superhero horror film is Chronicle. Have you guys seen Chronicle?
Yeah, it's found footage film, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is.
Awesome.
I like found footage.
About a group of teenagers that they find this cave, they get powers, and then it's about one guy becomes bad and he just becomes a fucking motherfucker. And just starts doing horrific things with his powers. And it's a really kind of dark kind of superhero movie. It's almost like a superhero found footage horror film. It's really good.
I do like found
It
footage
is really good.
Yeah, I like found footage films. A lot of people don't like
Pretty
it, but
cheap to buy and all, I think.
Yeah, it is.
I do.
This one thing I'm going to say about Chronicle There's actually might be a sequel in the works. Chronicle 2.
It's a bit late
Ooh.
for that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But
First
like,
film came out in like 2012, didn't it?
I've not even heard.
and it has been announced. It's coming. It is coming. And Michael B. Jordan's coming back for it. Who's in it as well? So it might be interesting, but it's just gotta see like how's it going to do? How's it going to go out? But it's been like since 2012, so it might be something that people just don't want because they do it for all these like other franchises. But
Yeah, that's true. All these sequels years after the original.
This conversation has inspired me, so I might put a video together about Hollywood trends that need to die. I might put a video
That
together.
is a really good idea, Further.
Yeah.
idea.
That's a really good idea.
I can't do it. Ryan's quite good at doing. I'm Batman.
Well, I'm Batman.
No, it's just no. Yeah, he's just really good at doing it.
I don't like Christian Bale though. Swear
No.
to me. I don't like.
Oh God! I can easily just do it. I can easily just do
Christian
that.
Bale as Batman.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's got to be
go on, do it, Ryan. Do it.
Well, the problem with
Batman.
what I do.
Yeah.
I'm Batman.
so good.
Yeah.
It just works. It
That's
just
pretty
works.
good. Yeah. And we'll do one more, Sally's. What's your thoughts on the Uncharted movie trailer?
I haven't watched it yet.
I've watched it. I'm quite intrigued, but it's Tom Holland, so I'm not really fussy.
Am I allowed to say I don't care? Because I kind of don't care. Like, is that allowed?
It looks dull. No, man, the whole film just looks dull. Tom Holland, he doesn't look like the character, the video game character. It just
No, he
doesn't
doesn't.
look. And I
Right,
think
right,
I'd rather
right.
have Nathan Fillion, right?
He's in his 40s, isn't he? Nathan
Like
Drake.
30s, 40s, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's meant to like origin story, but still, I don't.
First, no, it's taken parts of all the different games because I've seen bits of like the second and third
I
game
love
in
the
it.
games.
I've not
No,
played
it
the
just
game,
doesn't
so that's
work.
probably why I don't care.
I completed the like first three. I haven't done the fourth one yet.
It just doesn't work. Tom Holland, he doesn't look like the character. He just
Mark Wahlberg as Sully? No.
No, it doesn't work.
like, do you know previously, right? It was because I've been trying to get this Uncharted movie out for years. Mark Wahlberg was actually going to be the original person to play Nathan Drake, which he doesn't even look entirely like the character.
No, there's that actor that looks really like Nathan Drake.
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan
That's what it
Fillion.
is. He's the guy from Firefly. And he was
Yeah, they did like a fan-made movie, and that was really good with him.
Yeah, he literally looks like the character.
Mm.
He acts like the character. And it's just absolutely smashing. And what did Sony do? They put it in the bin and made Tom Holland because he knows that
Because he's a bankable star, that's why. Spider-Man. And then you got Mark Wahlberg. It just looks very generic, sort of Indiana Jones sort of film. There's nothing really of the Uncharted flavour in it. It just seems very bland and uninspired, like most video game movies.
I'm just gonna watch it because it's Tom Holland. So.
Yeah, I'll probably end up watching it. But
Probably.
I honestly didn't mind the Tomb Raider reboot. I didn't mind that one.
I haven't seen it yet
I didn't mind it.
because I love the original films. I'm kind of like, so
The original films are so bad they're good though. Like they're so
Yeah.
like stupidly entertaining.
they're really dated now.
But what I love about those originals, like Angelina Jolie, she really like gets into the role properly. Like she really like
She is
goes
like,
all out.
yeah.
Like,
I
yeah.
couldn't imagine it. Well, obviously there's other people play like but she's like the original Lara Croft.
Yeah.
John says, cool, I think comedy is a genre that gets overlooked quite a lot.
Yeah, by me.
I can't think of a comedy film that's made me laugh recently. Well, obviously we watched Guess House Brady said, but that's like a really old film. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Right.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I just say, Ryan.
What you say? Is it who's talking to me?
Yeah, what you got to say, Ryan?
I'm just saying. I think comedy just confuses the hell out of Jason. That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
what?
I'm doing it.
What?
I just don't gravitate. I just don't gravitate to comedies. Like if there's a comedy that's coming out, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like,
If I want comedy, I go back to the 80s. The 80s.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
because like
true.
that was like
Either, obviously, like the thing is with comedy is that humor is the most probably alongside music one of the most subjective things ever. Everyone's gonna have a different taste in comedy, right?
I've
With
just got
humor.
to be stupid.
And
Yeah.
I'm the kind of person where I like random shit that makes me laugh the most. Where it's just like if it doesn't make sense and it's funny, it just make me laugh. Like it's not like Bottom's fucking hilarious. Just how
Bottom's
Okay.
hilarious.
So good.
oh my god,
I always find these comedies that go to cinema, that go to theaters. I think I went and watched one ages ago. One of the last ones. I forget what it was, but I didn't laugh once. I just sat there and I just was like, "Yeah, this is not funny." Like I don't know. Yeah, it's very hard. Comedies. I kind of feel sorry for comedies because it's very hard to. It's difficult.
Mm.
Difficult to cater to everybody's humor.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
Yeah.
people only have a specific humor. Like you might think toilet humor is funny, but some people might not. So you're not going to get a laugh out of everyone.
I just find everything funny.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, now you do.
Mm.
So we've been doing all week is been laughing.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I it's just not a genre I tend to be excited about at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. John also says, great Peter Cushing movie is Shockwaves
Yeah, I've heard
about
that one,
Nazi zombies, which
Oh,
is a class of
okay.
genre in
just-
the
I'm
film.
sold already, mate. I'm sold.
Yeah, Nazi zombies,
Oh, yeah.
sign me up.
Sign me up. Peter Cushing and Nazi zombies. That
Yeah.
sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I would say Dead Snow is a really good zombie adaptation.
Have you guys seen The Outpost? That's a good one as well. Similar kind
Oh,
of.
not that film. Sod that. That film just needs to be thrown out the freaking window. Like we were just
You need to be thrown out the window, Ryan. It's a good film.
The amount of stuff you've
It's not a
thrown
good
out your
film.
window and in your bin,
No,
man.
no, like seriously, I watched that, right? Right, me and my dad, right, literally went through like a Nazi zombie craze, and then
Yeah.
we watched that, and it's like, what the hell was that, motherfucker? Like seriously, that is just shouldn't even being created.
Let's-
It's so bad.
Okay.
I'd rather watch Dead Snow and Dead Snow 2.
Yeah, look.
Like even though Dead Snow 2.
I
is-
think you'd rather watch Ghostbusters 2016 instead, Ryan.
Ghostbusters 2016. God's
Don't
sake.
get him started, Pete, for fuck's sake. Please.
Don't
Right,
worry,
what
I will be revisiting Ghostbusters 2016 when Ghostbusters before the new Ghostbusters come out. And I'm literally gonna find that film in Poundland and literally destroy the living hell out of it. Because that film
Okay, Brian.
just tortures the hell out of us.
So, if you ever want your film to be destroyed in a horrible way, give it to Ryan and he'll think of a thing to do with it.
Don't worry, I will. I literally will.
Okay, then. And the final comment is from Slay saying, good vibes. Oh, and we've also got John saying, Zombie Lake is the best ever Nazi zombies movie.
Just want to throw a shout out to Slay. They've just subscribed to my channel, so thank you very much.
Well, that's good of him.
Well, that's good.
Going to regret it.
Thanks. great information there. So appreciate it.
Yeah.
I was joking. I should have coffee. I lost the plot.
No.
Mm.
What do you mean? You already lost the plot before the coffee.
I think the coffee's turning into a savage bitch.
Go on.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're at the end of the comments now. It's just gone 9:30. So, do you want to finish up now, then, Megs?
It's up to you guys. I don't mind.
Oh, yeah, that film.
Yeah, I don't mind. Do you guys want to continue, or
I
shall
don't
we
mind.
finish up for the night?
Have we got any more comments? If not,
No, we're at the end of the comments now.
Should we wrap
So-
up? If there's no more comments.
it's always best.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we've lasted 2 hours, so that's a long while.
Oh, Pete.
Yeah, I didn't know you can.
Oh,
Right, I'm going to stop this de-evolution before it gets out of hand, right?
We'll save it for afterwards.
Right, okay. You can save it for the stream tomorrow because that's even better, right? But it's literally
Okay, it'll
watershed.
be more X-rated on that stream tomorrow.
Yeah, it is. It literally is. Like,
Meg,
it just
did you come on the stream expecting any kind of professionalism at all?
Nope.
Good.
To be honest.
At least she knows. At least she knows what she's getting into.
Yeah, but once all of us get together, it's like fucking chaos.
It's been a good laugh, though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I definitely will have to ask you back on again.
Yeah, of course. I'd love to come back on. I said I had a really good time with you guys, so had a good laugh as well. Yeah, I'm definitely willing to come back.
Yeah. So anyway, I think we'll leave it there for tonight. Thank you, Megs, for joining. It's been brilliant to have you on the stream.
Thanks for
Thank you,
having me.
Ryan.
Oh, no worries, aye.
And thanks, Jason and Soph, as well as Steve making an appearance.
Yeah, we're going to sleep now.
And thank you at home for watching. There might be a stream next week. There might not yet. I haven't asked anybody yet, but if I do, I'll make a video and make an
Please.
announcement. But
It'll probably just be if there's not, it'll probably just be us two because you know what we're like.
Or I'll find my way onto the stream.
Oh god,
yeah,
you know,
probably.
you'll probably find something to get on mine tomorrow. I know what it's like.
No, I'm travelling tomorrow. And no.
Oh, that's alright then. At least I'm free.
I'll be back by like nearly
I'll
8.
probably-
I need to go sleep.
It'll probably just be me, you, and Elliot just doing the same thing what we've done last week. Just
Oh, I'll be in the comments torturing Elliot. It's fun.
oh, I know you like torturing Elliot, you man.
Yeah, it'll be fun with
Oh.
Elliot on. But anyway, thank you ever so much, everybody at home, for watching. See you real soon.
thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.